Yeah, good game. I thought we executed a lot of what we wanted to do tonight, and look forward to watching the film. So go ahead and fire away. Thank you.
Go ahead, Rick.
JB, no, I'm not just asking because Jalen played well tonight, but in general, what kind of potential do you have to have legitimate depth this season in contrast to what last season was like?
It's a good problem for a coach. You know, these guys have all worked on their game. We've added depth to our lineup. It's going to be very competitive. You've got to earn minutes out there. So it puts me in a position to it complicates it for me. But that's a good problem to have as a coach. I like Jalen putting pressure on me to play him and a number of other guys. But Jalen's a great example of hard work and his commitment to development. Love his size, his versatility. Thought he had an excellent game tonight. And that's not just tonight. He's had a very, very good camp. You know, defensively, shooting the ball, making plays off the bounce, rebounding. He's a versatile wing for us as well. You know, he can play both forward positions. So I hope he continues to put pressure on me to play him.
Miles has said that what he aspires to be this season is a person that is known for his energy and becomes an exceptional defender. When you have that kind of frenetic energy person coming off the bench, of what benefit is that?
He's been special. I'm really proud of his approach to this season. He's locked in defensively. He's making plays for others. He's making, quick decisions. He's getting to the rim, kicking out, and playing with great energy, and it's not dictated by making shots and making plays for himself. It's really dictated out of making plays for his teammates and doing what he needs to stay on the floor defensively. So I'm proud of his approach. I think this is the best I've seen Miles mentally, physically, and he understands his role on this team. So I'm extremely proud of him.
Thank you.
We'll go to Rod Boone.
Hey, JB, Rod Boone here. You guys had 33 assists tonight, I think 37 baskets overall. Just ball movement-wise, what did you see from the guys, and is that kind of what you want to see, I guess, every game?
This is who we are, and it has to be. And I love playing against Toronto because they're a very good defense. They're physical. They're in the paint. They force you to kick out. I couldn't ask for a better team to tune us up for the season than Toronto. And they're a fantastic defense. They scramble. They make you play with the pass and make you swing it. But in general, we're a team that is committed to playing with the pass. You saw that last year. Second lead in passes, fourth in assists. I expect that to get better. And I think tonight's a great example of that. First half, 19 assists on 21 field goals made. I thought we carried that over into the third quarter. There's an unselfish mentality here. We've got to clean up the turnover game, but I love what I see with the ball movement and decision-making right now.
Mike Solarte.
Thanks, Mike. Coach, I know that the sample size is small. You're just 2 games in, but what are you learning about your guys? And, the fight at the end there in the fourth quarter when you guys shoot into that lead and got it down to basically almost a one-possession game. What are you learning about your guys so far?
Yeah, they're a competitive group, a feisty group, a together group. They're absorbing quite a bit right now, and we've thrown a lot at them conceptually on both ends of the floor, and they've been able to handle it. So I think the thing that stood out to me tonight is this is a high basketball IQ team. Now, we got to be smarter at times. Obviously, with the turnover game, we've got to clean that up. Obviously, in 2 games, that's been an issue for us. But in general, this team has shown me a higher basketball IQ than I expected, a team that's together and a team that wants to fight for each other. So I'll continue to watch them, evaluate them, and I feel like we're in a good place right now, but we got to get a lot better. I understand that. But tonight was a good step in the right direction.
And following that up, the challenge of the shortened preseason, it's half the games that you would normally play, so there really isn't a whole lot of time for not figuring it out.
No, and we're going to learn on the fly. We're going to be in the regular season, and the first 10 games of the season, we're going to learn a lot about ourselves. this isn't something we're going to figure out in 4 preseason games. That's just not going to happen. You know, if we get to the All-Star break and I know a lot more by then, that's a good thing. But we're going to learn each other on the fly, and that's okay. Every team's going through it. We don't have the luxury of, you know, some other teams that have been together for an extended period, but that's okay. I like the additions that we've brought in. I think they're getting up to speed on what we need, what we want. These guys have absorbed, like I said earlier, a lot of what, you know, I've asked them is high level, and so far they've executed it extremely well. So I will continue to install this week. We're going to install a lot more beginning on Wednesday. Tomorrow's an off day, and we'll come in on Wednesday. We're going to install more stuff defensively, offensively. But I like what I've seen conceptually. So what you've seen tonight, the last 2 nights, it's just more, we're just playing out of concepts right now, driving, kicking it, moving it, spacing. We'll continue to add sets, you know, over the next few days.
Thank you.
Baller.
Did you call on me, Mike? I didn't hear the first
Yeah,
part.
yeah. we'll go
Okay,
each
thank
guy.
you. Thank you. JB, your thoughts on how LaMelo played tonight, please.
Yeah, I thought he had a really good first half. He's learning this game. He's learning his teammates. And, you know, I thought he had a really good first half. He brought us some energy. You know, obviously he can lead the break. He's got great vision. You know, second half, I'm gonna have to watch the film and take a look. You know, look at his shot selection there in the second half. But I think in general, he's a kid that absorbs. He's learning. He's talking in timeouts. Those are things I can handle. There's going to be mistakes for any rookie. And it's not just the rookies that are making mistakes. Everybody is. But this kid wants to learn. He wants to get better. I see a lot of growth out of there. And tomorrow's another step in the right direction. We'll watch film together. We'll learn. We'll grow.
Go to Danny.
Coach, you talked about your newness to the team tonight. All 5 starters were plus tonight on the plus minus. Talk about how happy you are, what your thoughts on our 2 games in, new starting 5, and everybody's plus.
I felt better tonight. I felt better tonight. The starting group came out with more urgency, which is what we need on both ends of the floor. Played with great pace, but more than anything, defensively, I was proud of that group. I think that plus minus is more about the defense than the offense. You know, I'll watch the film and I may have a different evaluation after I watch the film, but I thought their presence defensively, I'm going to give credit to Terry Rozier. I thought Cody was aggressive defensively. PJ was up into the ball. Gordon gives us IQ and presence out there with size. We were challenging everything. We were moving. I was very pleased with the way the first unit defended tonight. So to me, that their plus minus is defined by that.
Richie.
Hey, Coach, this is Richie of the Buzzbeat Podcast. It feels like Zeller has been more aggressive this season with the ball in his hands, attacking the paint, coming off those fake DHOs and stuff like that. Is that something that you've had a conversation with him about? And also, what does that do for your team when he goes more north-south versus east-west?
We're playing a lot through the big. And, you know, over the years, the last 2 years, we've been a very high pick-and-roll team. You know, we're a high-volume pick-and-roll team. But Zeller and our other bigs, you know, PJ and, you know, I'll put Biz in there as well, putting the ball in their hands, spreading the floor, letting them make plays from the top of the key for dribble handoff, split action, as you saw tonight. Those are things that we'd like to open up the floor with. And if they're going to pressure our bigs at the top, and I think Cody's one of those guys, he can just catch and rip it. Don't worry about what's going on around you. If bigs are going to pressure you, he has the ability and he has the green light to just drive it and make plays. And you saw that a little bit last year. We did a little bit with him last year, you know, in the high post, top of the key area. He's very comfortable there on making plays. Did you have another question on?
Just did you have conversations with him about that, or is that just something that he took on his own?
Absolutely, with all our bigs. And Cody really focused on it this summer. Obviously shooting the ball, but making plays off the bounce. And I think you've seen that from Cody, making decisions off the bounce. Miles making decisions off the bounce, Jalen making decisions off the bounce, and PJ as well. You know, those are all bigs or wings that can make plays off the bounce. But I'm extremely proud of Miles. I'll put Miles in there as well. What he's doing for us right now off the bounce is impressive. I think that's real growth for him. And, you know, like as you said, you're seeing it a lot with Zeller because he has the ball in his hands against the fives a lot. But I think Miles is in that category as far as making plays and decisions.
Last one we'll take from Christian and wrap it up.
Hey, JB, between the start of camp and up to now, has there been a pleasant surprise for you so far from anyone? Or is everything just kind of up to snuff with you so far?
To me, I'm thrilled with this team. I love this team. Just the way they approach every day, their spirit, their energy, their IQ, the versatility and the length. To me, that's exciting.